text any nigga in my DM. Okay, but you're still 40 and not married, so.
We got here, Master Hansel. Ladies, you've been married, and ladies, you know what? We should give the ladies a chance to ask a question first.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, ladies, think of a question that you guys might have for us, or a topic that you want to discuss. If not, then we'll move on to a topic.
Dating questions.
We want to give the ladies the
life
first right of
questions.
refusal to have a topic or address something that you might disagree with that we've said on our podcast or anything like that. So please prove us wrong, because most girls don't have anything to say. Ladies, you've been married to your husband for 10 years. However, you find out that he cheated on you 11 years ago. Do you stay with him or divorce him? Men, same question, but genders reversed.
Ooh.
So, okay, this is a pretty good question. Master Hansel. So, ladies, you're married to your guy for 10 years. You find out that he cheated on you 11 years ago. Do you stay with him or divorce him?
Man, you better leave his ass, because true love, if you really love somebody, you don't have eyes for nobody else.
She came back with the fire.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Question for you, though.
Can we keep that chat up? Okay,
Have
go ahead.
you ever cheated on you?
Hell yeah, that's why I'm with him like that.
You're still there, though. 7 years.
My mind, my mental is done, but my heart is what's keeping me there. I don't know if you know what I mean, but your
Also the
mind, your
kids.
mental is done. Like, damn, I know this guy is not good for me. I know this and that. I know what I know.
So you're telling
And it's
that
not
person
good,
to
but
leave.
my
You can't
heart,
leave?
she gotta go. That's what I gotta
So
say.
leave. Okay.
You
Yeah,
can tell you
leave.
feel that way by like the way you spoke about his mom too. Like I feel like if you're really like down for somebody like that, you wouldn't talk about their mother in
Yeah.
such a way.
Never.
I mean, it's facts though. If you look better than his mom, you look better than his
But
mom.
you wouldn't say it on
ain't
a
gonna
public
lie to
platform
yourself.
like that if you really loved him and respected him.
Oh, shit.
I don't know about that, but
I
it's
wouldn't
facts. It's
personally.
facts.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
What
We
about
would
you?
still
Are you
stay
staying or are you
together.
leaving?
If it
Me?
wasn't like that or not, we would still
If
stay
I'm in
together or
a
not.
relationship for over 11 years and I found out that he cheated 11 years ago,
Yeah. You've been married for 10 and he cheated on you 11 years ago. So before y'all were married, he cheated on you.
I would stay with him, to
You would
be
stay?
honest,
Okay.
because I'm a lover girl. I can't leave. When I'm in love, I can't just leave. You know what I mean? Like, I'm emotional like that. And I feel like if I'm with someone for that long, we've built up something for so long. You know, you can't just walk away from that.
Aw, that's so sweet.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you doing?
I'm staying.
You're staying?
I'm staying 100%.
She's used to it.
Why? why are you staying?
I'm staying because there's just a lot of factors when it comes to that. I just feel like
Merch.
if he cheated on the first year. That's what we're going by, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first year, from that point on, there's so many questions to ask. What did he feel in that moment? Maybe I wasn't doing something right, vice versa. I know that it's not right to cheat, and I know that that shouldn't be what it should be, but at the end of the day, I feel like
Merch.
it'll happen.
Okay. What about you? Are you staying or are you leaving?
I'm staying. Was
Staying.
11 years ago, bro. It was a long time ago.
Okay. What about you?
So I would assess his mind first. If
How?
he cheated 11 years ago, but let's say that was the last time it happened. He hasn't cheated again. He's been faithful. He's been committed. I believe in second chances. I believe I could stay if his mind is right, if he knows he will not do it again. I can forgive. So I will stay if his mind is right, continuing to be committed and promising not to let that happen again. If it was just a one-time thing, or even if it was something that was going on for a little bit, finding out 11 years later is a long time to find out about something bad that happened.
Yeah.
Like something that a woman would feel some type of way. Any woman would probably, want to be out of the relationship. Or of course be mad at first.
Question for you. Let's say your current guy cheated on you now. Would you leave?
Now, yes.
I mean, you're
Because
like,
it's very current and it's just not something that's worth dealing with in the moment.
but you're at 31, right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, do you have time to leave and find somebody else?
I mean, I don't
just
have
saying.
any kids.
Okay.
So, if there's no attachments, then yeah, you can start fresh. It's never
I
too
have
late.
a question.
Shoot.
You asked her, would she stay? And then you asked her about timing.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it matter? She's 31. She's young. You don't feel like she has more. She's
Not to
young.
them.
That's still. You don't
Early
think
30s
that's
is
young?
still young.
Well, Chris is the one that asked this question. Chris, go ahead, Chris.
I'm genuinely confused.
Wait,
I want to
about
hear
the
you
mamas,
out.
though. You're younger than his mom, right? Okay, so you're
Wait,
young.
why are we still talking about mamas?
No, but
Alright.
it's just like, oh, you want to speak about
So-
his mom like that, but I guess you don't look better than his mom. Is that what it is?
Wait,
Because I look better than his mom. That's what I know is facts. That's what I said was
Okay, girl.
facts.
Oh, she got
That's
beef.
fine.
Okay.
I was just asking.
I don't know how we got back to the mom, but going back to your question. So you said you would start fresh at 31 and you'd be okay with it. And then you're saying you're questioning Chris, asking, well, why would you want to get back at 31? And you're thinking that 31 is still young. Chris, you want to address that? Go ahead.
Yeah, because for most guys prefer young girls who are 20. Fertile girls. 31. The older you get, your eggs, more or less dry out. And most guys won't lie to you when they see older girls. They just want older girls for fun, and simple as that. So
He's right.
You have
So-
anything for that? I mean,
No, it's all right.
no, it's fine.
I
mean,
have
please, this is
something
what
for
it's about,
that.
to give a discussion. I mean, do you disagree with that? Do you not like it? Or
I disagree with that, but I hear what he's saying.
okay, what do you disagree with in particular?
I just disagree with the fact that she's 31. I understand she's not as young as a 20-year-old, but really, she's 31. She's been through experiences. She's been through a lot of trouble, etc. She's learned from it. She's built from it. You don't want a more stable, mature girl. You want someone you want a 21-year-old that's going to just fall for whatever you say.
with less baggage.
But she has none, remember? She has no kids.
You just
She's
said that she's been through a lot of things. She's
with the
been through-
same guy. She's learning from it.
I
She's
thought-
learned.
21 does not necessarily mean that there's less baggage.
Yeah, but it's,
Okay, but
That's
going on
true.
odds though,
yeah.
on a logical, odd-based turn, her life compared to her life would be less dicks.
Why do you say that?
What?
No,
What does that
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Are we characterizing by the way this lady's
Just saying.
Wait, did you point at me?
No.
I mean, it's logical.
If a
What are you
guy,
judging by? That's what I want to know.
I'm saying, if a guy, right, is successful or on the way up, right, and he had to choose between a younger girl or older girl, who would he choose, logically speaking? Who do you think? He's successful, worked his ass off to become successful. He's up there. Who do you choose, older or younger?
But why would she choose
Young,
younger?
dumb,
That's kind of
and full of cum.
perverted.
I don't think the age really matters.
But why?
Because they're malleable. You can tell them anything that you want to tell them. You can kind of make them do whatever you want them to do. They're
Exactly.
not.
But is that
I would change the
genuine?
wording.
Manipulation.
Okay, so to answer your question,
What would you change the wording to, though?
when you say malleable, I would just say like they're, I
Impressionable.
want to say
Trainable.
not
Coachable.
as experienced to say, you know what? Nah, nigga, let's do it this way. Versus like, you know what? All right, you're the leader. I'm gonna follow your lead. Now, for your question though, you said why would he want to do that? Because the man worked his ass off to get to that point. So obviously speaking, he doesn't want to headbutt his girl all day. Like, oh, babe, we want to argue about this? No, less headaches, more fun experiences. That's it.
Can I add something too? It's like also around that age, like 30, 31, your biological clock, it's not necessarily running up, but that's when it starts to get to that age. And for a guy, especially a high value man, like if he's wanting to start a family, he's definitely going to take a younger girl seriously for that reason.
I don't think they take younger girls seriously, honey.
I don't.
No?
either,
That's not
but
true. And then here's the other part of that. Here's the other part of
Go,
that.
girl, you tell him.
They get married to these young, dumb girls. They get divorced, and
Why
then they
call
don't
them
want
dumb though.
Yeah, you call him
because
dumb.
they're-
because it's
because
easy
they
to
don't know any
manipulate.
better.
We love our queens, young or old.
You don't fucking love these girls.
You
Come
can,
Oh my god!
you can easily manipulate
dare you.
them.
You guys say
You don't
too.
love them. You don't want them to think.
Don't
you don't want
say
them to
that
know
because
anything.
you're 40 and you're not married. You know what I mean? Like, I can pull I'm just saying.
I mean, but do you have somebody right now?
I could if I wanted to,
But
but
you
I
don't.
choose to be single.
You don't.
I can literally text
don't.
any
You're
nigga in
not
my
bagging 40
DM.
men,
Okay,
fool.
but you're still 40 and not married, so
not be married.
There's a difference. My queen over here is married.
And
Okay,
you're not.
so
I'm 40 and I choose not to be married.
Listen,
That's
I can
a
be in a
difference.
relationship right now
But
if
you're
I
not.
want to.
You're
I
not.
choose to be
Stop the
single.
cap.
You go
Okay.
clean.
Exactly.
Stop the
All
cap.
right.
Sweetheart, you need to go on a few
clean.
more
I'm
gym
just
dates
saying.
to get in my
Yeah,
life.
I'm
Myron,
just
That's way
saying.
smart.
Hey,
I'm
thanks,
just
man.
saying.
I mean, go to the gym. Maybe you can get married if you
Talk
wanted
about,
to.
Why
you
are
can
we
talk
bringing
about
up
my
the
weight
gym?
all you want. It's
Why are-
okay.
Oh,
At
shit.
the end of the day,
You're still not
I still
married.
could get the niggas
But I have hope
that
for
don't
you.
want
Are
you.
you fat shaming?
Okay.
Yeah, I think she is. She told her to hit the
Just
gym
saying,
a
if
few
she wants a
times.
high value man, she need to hit
She
the
needs
gym.
to hit
No,
the
I'm
gym.
okay,
I don't agree with that.
No, I'm okay,
I don't
honey.
agree
Thank
with
you.
that.
You're pressed because you're not married.
No.
Who said it went to be
You're old and
married?
dried up. Bye.
Oh,
Baby, I run
and
wetter
dried
than
up.
you'll ever
Bye.
run.
Bye.
We're
Bye.
still talking
I
about
didn't mean to
Stop this with this question.
But you
I'm
know
sorry.
what's so crazy? Can I point something out? Can I
still
point something
talking
out at
about
the table?
All right, go ahead.
I'm just being honest. Like,
Yeah,
That's
sure.
how
I'm
you
just
feel.
being real. But before that, it's all smiles and giggles. Like, bitch, no, I don't fuck with you. You're 40 and you're an old ass hag. Like, don't even try to be like that. I can get any nigga I want. Any nigga. Okay?
Sweetheart,
Tell
you
her,
got some
Queen.
healing to do.
Shout out to
City girls,
Lizzo.
we
I'm
up.
single by choice. Thank you.
And so am I.
Don't play with her,
And
man.
they love this fupa, so you can fuck with it, bitch.
I think she wants some fans. I think she wants some fans because that was not called for.
I'm waiting for that hour, girl.
Crying.
Wow.
I don't really know what to say.
I mean, that was entertaining as fuck, man.
Yeah.
That was some wrong session right there.
That was prime content.
It's good
that
thing I
was
moved my part, man.
I just know
Goddamn.
I need a refill in a little bit.
Yeah, the girls in the back.
And stop going to the bathroom.
You hook up the ladies with some water and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about older women. So, do you have anything to say back to Chris with what he was saying as far as like
Any more
older
comments?
women?
No, I'm sorry.
No.
I think he answered everything.
Thank you.
Okay, and you still disagree with it, I guess.
I don't want to say anything else.
Nothing else.
I hear him.
You hear him.
I hear him.
Yeah.
I'll just say this.
What do you have to say? Yeah.
I'll say from a factual standpoint, men in general overwhelmingly prefer women between 18 and 24.
Really?
For
that's
what
been
though
proven
exactly?
Well-
for fun times or for marriage?
Multiple reasons.
I
Or
mean,
manipulation?
for dating and mating in
Question
general.
Okay, but you're talking about men who are probably in a certain age bracket as well.
No, it's men between 18 and 60 years old.
All right, but that's not realistic for most men to get a 24-year-old unless they're wealthy. Yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't. See, here's the thing. Regardless of where that man stands, the point
He still wants
is
it.
that he still wants it. So
Yeah.
if a man is given the opportunity, they're almost always going to go with younger, tighter, firmer.
But what
That's
could an
men
older
want.
man get out of a younger woman besides sex?
Well, see, that's where
Everything.
things are different because men and women don't look for the same things in the
Mhm.
opposite gender.
So what do you think, like, like I'm 39, so
Yeah.
I'm not trying to date guys in their like mid 30s and younger, like, and if they're not a dad already, like probably not.
I don't know if my example would count, but I am 22 years old and my daughter's father is about to be 32 years old. That's a 10-year age difference.
Yeah, and I've been in both. I've had
He's
younger
taught me a
and
lot,
older.
and I've taught him a lot. I feel like
Shout out to Javier.
maybe he's 29. He's about to be 30. This is the same thing there.
but that's not. I mean,
Wait.
that's not a huge.
Wait, that's different.
That's not your baby daddy?
My baby daddy is 32 years old. My daughter's father is 32
So
years
who's
old.
Javier?
Javier is my 7-year. He's my son's father.
It's the same. It's the same person.
I have 2 baby daddies, 2 kids.
Okay.
Wait. What? Sorry, I didn't hear it. Sorry. I was talking to Bill. Yeah,
I
two
didn't
baby
catch it
daddies.
either.
Oh.
But
So
yeah.
where's the other tat? Javier and Ralph, I guess.
Nah, that was the
Jamal?
Javier's
it's
my
one.
one true love.
Where's
the
one?
other one was a mistake.
Jamal?
You feel me?
Damn, Jamal.
The first one was a mistake, or the second one?
Shit.
Tyrone.
Maybe both, but my kids were never regretted. That's
Of
one.
course, of course.
What's going on right now?
I don't know.
We had our little girl talk.
I
Real
will
quick,
say.
going back to you. Yeah, men and women just look for different things. Men between 18 and 60 years old, when polled, preferred women between 18 and 24. It's been that way since the beginning of time. There's a bunch of reasons for it from a biological standpoint, but younger women, are more likely to bring a child to fruition, right? Be able to have that baby and have the baby be healthy. Like men look for replication value versus women look for survival value. This is why women want a guy that's older. Like you even said to yourself, I don't want a guy that's 35. I want a guy at least my age, if not older. Well, a part of that is because you want a guy that's competent, has more resources than yourself, stronger than yourself, more confidence, more ambition. So men and women look for different things. Men don't care about a woman's
experience.
Men, we don't care about a woman's experience because men don't look at women for survival value. Women look for men for survival value. So that's why we're okay with getting a younger, tighter, hotter girl that is more malleable, as she said, because when a woman is more malleable, your life is going to be easier as a man. You want someone that's going to follow you.
I mean, but like the only thing is like sometimes those younger women, when they get into a serious relationship, they don't really know how to run a household. They don't really know what to do.
But they can learn.
And how to be a wife. But from who? From you?
I think I see what you guys are
The
trying
leader.
to
The
say. I
man?
do have to admit that.
Yeah, the thing is that it's much better to teach someone from scratch than to try to force out bad habits, right? So I'll give you an example, right? When I was at the academy, right, I used to be an agent with Homeland, right? And when they teach you how to shoot, right, they prefer you've never shot before because they can teach you how to properly fire a firearm without anticipating and doing a bunch of stupid shit. The guys that would always bomb at the shooting range a lot of times came from other agencies that taught them bad habits. So every shooting instructor preferred to teach someone that didn't know anything versus someone that was experienced. Same situation applies with dealing with women. You want a girl a lot of times that has a blank slate so that you can teach her how you want her to be and how to be a good girlfriend and wife to you, because every guy has different standards. But when a woman kind of comes in with her own agenda, her own experiences, etc., a lot of times she's stuck in her own ways. Maybe I'm not listening to you, nigga, blah, blah, blah. So this is something that a lot of guys don't want. It's better to work with a clean slate and have her malleable and put her kind of create your girlfriend, your wife that you want versus dealing with someone that has preconceived experiences with a man that you necessarily might not align with.
So you want a woman who
complete
doesn't
sense.
really know herself yet.
You're telling me a younger girl is better so you can mold her into what she wants.
What he wants.
What?
Well, I'm saying in
But then
whatever
she doesn't
the
really know
question you were
herself. Like she's just being molded into whatever you want. And who is this person?
Well, who's molding women generally? Generally, women are being molded by Instagram. They're being molded by bad influence. They're
I
being
said
molded
molded.
That's what I said. I have an accent, honey. And so what I'm saying
didn't
is,
even
generally
hear it.
speaking, if you don't have somebody
Sounds
like
a little
some type of leader, mentor, or any other person
weird.
in your life to help you, then naturally you can fall into these worse habits. Like
Just
that's
men
that's
that
what
do
they're
that
talking
are
about.
very far and few in between. Like there's men who actually want to lead and who actually know how to lead are very rare these days.
But that's worse because the man that was not leading her was molding her to be independent.
Yeah,
which
that's
means
what it
she's going to be
seems
by
like.
default more aggressive, more manly, and at that point,
so
she's
like
that guy that's going to be the
when
opposite.
I was 18, I was with someone 12 years older. Okay, and he was very that leader man, or wanted to be. But the way he went about it was crazy because okay, I'm much younger. Yes, he wanted me to like have dinner on the table when he got home, make sure the house is always clean.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
so
But-
traditional.
But then he was very jealous, very insecure because of my age, didn't trust me to do anything,
I think he wasn't jealous. Maybe he was just protecting.
checking me when I got home.
That's just
From where?
his-
Work? Or
Checking
No, like,
outside of your mama
someone
house,
checking
being
you.
parked outside
Like
of your mama
checking me,
house.
you know what I mean? Like
What do you mean by checking?
I think
Like-
it is just
if
What-
my
what-
hair blew in the wind on the way home, it was like, why does your hair look messy? I had my window down.
Yes.
I couldn't wear
That's very
My
insecure
daughter's
of a man.
father, yes, he would actually be outside of my mom's house across the street watching me the whole time.
Yeah,
I
like
get what you're
yeah, he used to
saying,
spy on
just
me when I was
psycho.
working. Like didn't, and then also at the same time, it's like I also worked, went to school, had a little side business doing jewelry, and for almost the whole relationship, we split everything 50-50. So
I guess guys
like,
just
why am I
didn't want to
doing
lose
all of
females
that?
like us, huh?
But-
yeah, it's like,
but-
how am I doing all this? We're 50-50 on
There's
this.
your answer.
Exactly.
Yeah, but to be fair,
So
you
not
you chose the
traditional.
wrong guy though.
So exactly, like
so-
a lot of guys don't. They want to be that leader and that have it
but notice,
traditional, but
you
they don't know
chose
how.
the guy that wasn't leading you properly. Whose fault is that?
I mean, but how do you know that until you're in it?
No, then you leave.
I did.
Can I say
Okay.
something though, real quick?
What
I
if we
think
never been in
that
a
most
healthy
guys.
relationship?
I think, okay, maybe I can try to explain it a little bit better for the girls. But me, young as a 20-year-old, versus 30-year-old, and I'm not bashing your age or nothing. You
Or
can't
40.
control your age, you know what I mean? But I feel like guys, for a high value man, whatever, a guy that has money, whatever, I feel like he would prefer to be with a younger girl because like I would be more open to being coached rather than a 30-year-old. She
40.
has that experience, so she doesn't really want to be told, this is what you have to do and all that. Me being 20, I would love a guy to tell me what to do. I don't, maybe it's because of my past, whatever.
What to eat?
Huh?
What to eat?
No, Chris.
Yeah, you can tell me what to eat.
Too early.
But I'm just like,
Apparently not.
older women don't like being told what to do.
Or they don't
And-
have to be told. They already know what to do.
Well, yeah, that
Like,
too.
I know,
they feel
I know how to
entitled.
cook all these different things, and I know like how to run a household. I know like
Women do
how to get the
grow
bills
up better.
paid.
I think-
Women do grow up faster than men, though. That is a fact.
No, that's true.
But to be real, do you know his program? Because you might know how to do it for yourself, but when you're with that man that's your leader, can you really acquiesce to him? Because once again, you might know how to do certain things, but for him, it's different.
I mean, like I do as well. I like being in traditional roles. I have been in it, and like with my daughter's father, like we both had to work, but that wasn't like the long-term plan. When I had my child, like I didn't work for a long time. I just stayed home and took care of our child, and he worked his butt off every day, and and he was more dominant personality than me. So I do like that, but I just mean what I've seen in the dating world is that most men don't know how to lead, or they don't want to lead. So they're not getting the women that they want if they want these younger women.
I think there's guys out there that want to lead and be dominant, but they just don't pick certain women. And I think that's a hard pill for a lot of women to swallow because they think, oh, there's no guys out here that want to lead or be dominant or whatever. It's just that, no, those guys just don't want you a lot of the times,
No, but
unfortunately.
they're
It's not
really
even that too. Let's keep it real, ladies. First, we give off this, first personality. Maybe the first 6 months, and then after that, it's just like,
No,
what?
but
You already
listen.
know what the fuck I should want.
no, but men
You
are
feel
not
me?
what they
Like-
used to be. They're really not. Like if you
I
just
agree with
look
you.
on their profile on a dating app and they're like, I want a woman who's independent. Like they want an independent woman. They don't want to take responsibility for a woman anymore. And part of the reason I think
I
is
feel like
because
those men are cowards if they want an
that's-
independent
look at what's
woman.
happened like since everyone started like back
Maybe
in the
more
60s, like
mature.
everyone started getting divorced. So now you have women raising men on their own. Men are seeing their mom being in that masculine light, and then they expect their woman to be
Yeah,
that.
but
Or
you gotta
maybe they're
understand-
raising two
hold on,
kids
it's-
when they have a
it's-
kid with the female and they're
It's
raising
men
her.
it's men simply giving
How are
women
you
what they
raising two
wanted.
kids?
It's men giving women what they wanted. Women wanted equality. So if you want equality, you have to deal with what comes with equality, and that means equal responsibility, which means you want to go ahead into the workforce, you want to be independent, you want to be strong. Cool. You have to forfeit some level of chivalry because what you're talking about, traditionalism, chivalry,
That's true.
etc.
Facts.
That assumes that women and men are not equal. But since men and women are equal now in the and that's what women wanted, y'all have to deal with the consequences, which is what? Guys are not going to, adhere to their masculine burden of performance anymore because women want to be independent and strong. And here's the thing too. A lot of times guys are going to acquiesce to what women do. So if a woman goes to school and is super ego invested in her career, he's not going to sit there and say, you dumb bimbo. Like, no, I want you to be in the house. He's going to be like, oh, you went to school? I love a girl that's educated. I love a woman that's independent, blah, blah, blah. But the reality is men don't give a shit about your career. We don't care about your degrees. We don't care about your education. We don't care about any of that stuff a lot of the times. Men really care about, are you hot? Are you young? Are you not a pain in the ass? Are you going to make my life better and easier? And that's really what they go for. Men are very easy to please. Like this whole newfound, oh yeah, I want a woman that's strong and independent. It's a lie. It's to appease the female ego because women don't like being told the reality that, hey, you might have invested in the wrong thing, spending all that money going to college when in reality you should have taken those prime years and probably found a guy. Like women don't want to hear that.
Some of those men are just lazy. They want her to go and do all that stuff so they don't have to foot the bill for everything.
Nah,
Yeah,
those are just the men that are not even.
Hold on, please stop. The byproduct of equality is yes, men are going to be lazier because now since women are pulling their fair share from a financial standpoint, guys don't have to rise to the occasion anymore. So it is what it is. Like, I mean, the equality comes with consequences. You can't expect equality and then be treated like a lady at the same time. It doesn't work that way.
I know. So where are the traditional men at?
I mean, realistically speaking, the traditional men are going to want to go for women that are traditional in themselves, and
Yeah.
most women are not
Yeah.
traditional.
Which I'm not. I mean, I'm doing OnlyFans, but hey, why am I here in the first place?
Yeah, we know.
Sorry, Yasam?
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, I mean, it also depends on the guy. If the guy wants to be a single for the mingle, a flings for the swing, then he's gonna be that. But if he wants to be committed, you feel me? Then he's gonna be committed. It just depends on the guy. Also, is what I'm trying to
curious,
say.
Miss France.
Yes.
How is it over there? Are guys more, I want to say,
real.
feminine? Are girls more dominant? What do you think over there?
I
in
heard
France?
it's romantic.
Well, my experience of
I'm
friends,
serious.
my parents are from Africa. So my experience is like
My
a
niggas.
black
Congolese?
European girl.
Probably
Yes.
Congolese.
My dad's from Congo, my mom is from Mali. So my experience is of a black European girl versus like the romantic holding
love your
hands,
accent.
stuff like that. So
So
Okay.
it's true. It is romantic.
But
I
yeah,
didn't
but,
experience any romance. If that's what you're
It's
asking.
in your blood. You
But-
already know it's in your blood.
but just
That's
going back
what's
because
up.
you had addressed that earlier. This all started with her saying 31, get back on the marketplace. What Chris is simply saying is that at 31, you're not going to have the same level of options as you would have had at 21 as a woman. So it's a little bit harder to get back out there, especially if you're trying to compete for a top tier guy. You want a guy that's 6 figures, tall, good looking, whatever. It's going to be very difficult to secure that man when he can get a younger, more attractive girl, unfortunately.
No, I completely understand what you're
I
saying.
mean, let's be honest here. I don't mean to use you as an example, but you were very uncomfortable giving your age earlier, 40 years old. And a lot of women are uncomfortable giving their age once they're past 30 or 35. And there's a
Well,
biological
because
reason for
I
that.
had this young lady over here
I
shame
understand.
me.
That was before
But
anything.
hold on, but
to be
let's go.
honest.
But hold on. But why are women that are older shamed? The reason why is because a woman's value, unfortunately, is intimately tied to her age to some degree. There's a reason why it's called Forever 21 and not Forever 41.
Bars.
You know, let's just keep
Yeah,
it
you're
1,000.
absolutely correct.
But we can all stay in our own lane.
100%.
You know, we
You
can
know,
we
I
can
appreciate
date
you
age
guys,
appropriate.
just
Yeah,
letting
and
us
we
know.
lie to women, right? I think one of the things, the biggest lies we tell women is that their sexual market value or their value in the dating world is non-perishable. It's absolutely perishable. You know, Mother Nature gives you your gifts, and Father Time does take it away. So it's on the woman to take those best years between 18 to I would say 29 to find the best guy that she can. And if she doesn't, then it's fine. But just understand that your options are going to be significantly limited as to when you were in your prime years. And most women are like, when they get older, they're like, I'm not settling. Well, okay, then you're going to perpetually stay single if you're not going to lower your standards. You're
Yeah.
writing a check that you can't cash once you reach a certain age.
And also, you have no kids. So that's a step in the right direction. But once again, at a certain age, it's like, okay, you're 30 plus. What's happening? What's the choice you're going to make? So-
Because, I mean, I guarantee 10 years ago, you probably were more attractive than you are now. So would you be able to compete with yourself 10 years prior?
No, I'm more attractive now than I was 10 years ago.
No, why is that? Why do you say that?
Because I've grown. I've grown into the woman that I am. 10
Okay,
years
but
ago, I
remember,
was more
hold on.
insecure.
For men, not for you, not the whole,
Yeah.
woman bullshit, but self-help. In the eyes of a man, I promise you, you were probably more
Maybe
attractive
getting
10 years prior.
tired of the traumatized, all the traumatizing things
What?
just does physically, mentally, everything to you.
That doesn't refute what I'm saying.
Whose man is this?
I'm saying, I'm simply saying,
Search it
if
up.
I
you'll
took
see.
yourself at 21 versus 31, though, you think you're a better person now. Cool. Maybe you have more self-development. You're more mature. You're a better person in general. From a strictly looks perspective, a man sizing you up, the man would probably find you more attractive 10 years prior. That's what I'm saying. Women tend to look at, and this is another big mistake that females make. Women tend to look at themselves and rate themselves based on what they think. No one gives a fuck what you think. It's what the man thinks. Like, you have to make yourself more attractive to the gender that you're trying to attract. But women think, I've done a lot of self-development, blah, blah, blah. I'm a catch now, etc. Men don't care about none of that shit. Because if you aren't attractive enough to get his attention, he don't give a fuck about your self-help and all this other stuff.
Exactly.
Looks
he trying
matter
to know what the
first.
fuck he looking
Absolutely, looks matter first.
at. Sadly.
Like, how many times have you seen dumb girls on a yacht with a bunch of millionaires?
All the
Plenty of
time.
times.
Yeah, all the time.
Sadly.
Plenty of times.
Like I
Monaco,
said,
Dubai, Miami.
Sadly.
Bro.
Yo, she works with me, man.
I ain't never been on no boat with no man. So sadly, I'm sorry, y'all.
I mean,
Nah, it's true. Look at my name.
Okay.
And then look at half of y'all. Maybe
don't worry,
they've been on the
'cause-
boat, but not me. I'm sorry.
We'll
Don't worry,
move on to the
because
next one.
MILFs are still in the top 2 searches of what people look for online. So
What is what?
The
Sorry.
young girls is what they look
MILFs.
for on
What's the top 2
Pornhub.
searches?
teen and MILF.
teen and MILF is what they look up on Pornhub.
All right, can you please stop with the random, like, if you don't have anything intelligent to say, please don't say anything.
Cut off for Mike? No, talking.
Yeah. You said what, teen
was
and
trying to
MILF?
make it interesting. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
For corn.
Yeah.